Three brave amigos are we.
Welcome back to This Already, the final segment of today's Price of Business, and I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business and having a good time, hopefully with stimulating, and irreverent, and irrelevant, and whatever kind of content Dan Shedd can come up with. Sometimes he makes us laugh. Sometimes he makes us cry. Sometimes he simply makes us nauseated. Dan Shedd, intern extraordinaire. Sigmund Kramer. What do you do exactly, Sigmund?
I'm not quite sure. I'm still figuring that out.
We're figuring that out. He is waiting for his epiphany to happen.
My purpose in life.
Yes. In the Steve Martin context.
Like the jerk, yes.
Yeah, the jerk. Very good. And then me, Kevin Price, because I just like self-abuse by hanging out with people like Dan Shedd. Dan Shedd, what do you got for us today?
Well, apparently there was another award show Sunday celebrating the worst in film.
Well, that could have been the Oscars.
Yeah,
they didn't need to do two of those. Dan's like totally silent.
Yeah, the Razzie Awards were awarded yesterday ahead of the Oscars.
That's the official theme song.
Yeah.
Yes. And there are a bunch of categories, such as Worst Picture, Worst Actor, Worst Supporting Actor, and Worst Actress. There's a bunch of categories.
Haven't there been years where the Razzie and the Oscar went to the same recipient?
According to Wikipedia, I don't think so.
Well, there should be.
I thought you were going to go to a credible source. Looks like Kirk Cameron and Cameron Diaz. I like Kirk Cameron, by the way.
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, no, Kirk Cameron and Kirk Cameron and Cameron Diaz.
So it's Kirk Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, there you go. We're huge winners at the Razzies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
They were. Was it the least supporting actor?
Least supportive actor.
Yeah, very interesting. So tell us who. I want to know. Let's cut to the chase. Who won the best or worst picture, rather?
Worst picture goes to Saving Christmas, which stars Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron, give it up for Kirk Cameron, ladies and gentlemen.
By the way, I like Kirk Cameron, just for the record. Good guy, high integrity, which is why the media hates him.
I mean, I don't have any problems with his films, honestly. He's just,
You don't have any problems with his films as long as you don't have to watch them.
That's right. That's right.
I'm trying to think if I liked any of his movies.
I wouldn't know because I haven't seen any, but the point is, he is what Hollywood hates. He's a Christian, and he likes to talk about it a lot. There you go.
There you go.
Well, Kirk Cameron also won for the same film, Saving Christmas, as Worst Actor.
All right. Give it up for Kirk Cameron.
Man, he was on a roll. So how many of these actors who are nominated actually show up?
Well,
sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do?
Sometimes they do.
I bet Kirk Cameron did not.
Most times they do. I'm sorry. Tom Green, a couple years ago, won Worst Actor and Worst Director, and he showed up to accept the award.
Did you say a couple of years ago? Because are you talking about Freddie Got Fingered?
Once again, I'm looking at Wikipedia. So
yeah. Was that Freddie Got Fingered? Because that was a whole lot more than a couple of years ago, buddy.
I have no idea.
Maybe dog years. I mean, it's been a while.
Okay, your guess is as good as mine because, fortunately, I don't have a credible source to go off of.
That's okay. That's all right.
So Halle Berry and Sandra Bullock both won Worst Actress.
Oh, yeah, Halle Berry for Catwoman, right?
I think so.
Halle Berry for Catwoman and Sandra Bullock for Gravity. No, I'm kidding.
That won a bunch of real awards,
yes,
right? Yeah?
Yes.
I thought it was a good movie. You didn't like that movie?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, you don't watch much.
I didn't see it. I wasn't in it, so I didn't see it. So Who won for best? What did Cameron Diaz win for?
Cameron Diaz won.
Kirk Cameron Diaz. She just usually drops the first name.
Wow. According to Huffington Post, okay, here we go. Worst actress. Cameron Diaz won Worst Actress for the The Other Woman and Sex Tape.
Wait, she won it for both films?
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa.
Talk about blonde ambition.
That is awesome. You know, she also won Worst Personal Hygiene.
Huh?
Yeah.
From whom?
From me.
Oh, you've dealt with her before?
Oh, man. She's a stinker.
Really? Body order type deal?
Oh, dude. The worst.
Really?
The worst.
Why does that surprises me?
No, why? Oh, no. Doesn't surprise me at all.
Maybe because you can't smell what you see on TV.
She has always looked like she smells bad.
She looks like it?
And it's true. Yeah.
Wow.
Same with Matthew McConaughey.
Always smells bad.
Always.
And so does Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Oh, yeah. Always. Always and forever.
Tom Green won in 2001, by the way.
I said it was a couple of years ago in dog years, and I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
So because Tom Green would show up, because that will be about the only award he will ever receive as a actor or performer.
Was that before or after he showed his testicular cancer surgery?
He had that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did he filmed do that for publicity?
He filmed
or
it and then had
it
it on one of his shows on MTV, them taking off his boy parts. Yeah.
They showed that on TV.
On MTV, yeah, if you want to call it.
You know, our lieutenant governor, when he got he got fixed. You know, he got where he can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He got
I wish
fixed,
I didn't.
so he wouldn't have to worry about pregnancy.
Sure.
He did it on the radio. It was taped live on the radio.
Dan Patrick did.
Dan Patrick
that doesn't
did.
surprise me.
Yeah. That was before he had.
So that's when he had his
ambitions.
brain surgery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Dan, what else? Who else were the big winners at the Razzies?
The big winners are Worst Director, which is Michael Bay.
Oh, yeah.
For Transformers.
For his entire career, except for The Rock. Yeah.
And Worst Remake, Ripoff, or Sequel goes to Annie.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Was it bad? I heard it was actually pretty good.
I mean, I saw the original, so, I mean,
Well, the original is one of my wife's favorite movies of all time.
See, I generally don't like remade movies.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
Same here, Kevin. Same here. I don't like remade movies.
I think that's
I like the original.
I think that's a fair statement to make. I'm usually not a fan of remakes either.
I think it lacks imagination. I really do.
Well,
in fact, I was in the
especially-
movie theater I guess on Saturday. What did I see on Saturday? It was pretty good too, whatever it was. But anyway,
Yeah, I can
was
tell.
I was in the movie theater, and the whole wall was lined up with posters, and I
Of
initially
remakes?
saw that these were all from 10, 15, 20 years. It's like, wait a minute. They're all coming soon. What? I've seen all of these. I've seen
Oh,
them
no.
under different people doing it and that type of thing. But I found that rather interesting. I found it rather interesting.
Well, now the big thing is to do a different take on it. So it's a remake, but it's taking a totally different take. So like Peter Pan, there's a new Peter Pan movie coming out. How many times has that been in the movie theater? But now it's just called Pan, and it is going to be before Peter Pan became Peter Pan. So it's like a prequel to Peter Pan.
Kingsman is what I saw.
Did you like it?
I did.
Yeah, I told you. It's wacky, though.
Did you see it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and some few conservative friends didn't like it. And
Especially the church scene, I bet.
But you know what? There are people that have got the whole thing of the churches that behave hateful. There's a line. There's a fine line.
It was
between
Westboro Baptist Church. Oh, by the way, I saw that film for Valentine's Day with my honey.
Westboro Baptist Church isn't a Christian church. It is a hate group.
And then we watched The Blacklist.
Yeah.
Right? Which was on that weekend. And their show was about a crazy cult church.
Yeah.
It's like, what the...
Yeah, hate the sin.
A right-wing, crazy,
hate the sin, but
sure.
love the sinner. And Westboro's got that all messed up.
Yeah.
And so they just hate. They just simply hate.
Well, so does Dan.
And so,
So does Dan.
That's true. And so, but you know what? Overall, it was a conservative movie.
Yeah.
It's like who the maniacal madman was an environmental crazy.
I know.
I liked it. I thought it was great. Have you seen that movie yet?
No, I have not seen that movie yet. But one movie I have seen, I watched it with my wife this past weekend, was The Theory of Everything.
Phenomenal. That was a phenomenal movie. That really probably should have won Best Picture.
Are you talking about that's the one with Stephen Hawking?
Yeah.
And his wife, which I'm sorry, but he kind of left her in a horrible way in real life.
And the movie says that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it doesn't say it was horrible, but it does talk about how they divorced and how he left her for another romantic relationship. It was not. I don't think it overly whitewashed it. He had some collaboration. They both collaborated in it. Both of them did.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I thought it was tastefully done. If you didn't think he was kind of a jerk at the end, then there's something wrong with you.
Okay.
There's a lot of people like that.
Okay. Peter Sellers, man. You ever see the made-for-TV movie with Jeffrey Rush playing Peter Sellers? Talking about the life story of Peter Sellers. What a jerk.
It's amazing he lived that long, isn't it? Really?
Amazing talent, but what a horrible human being.
Horrible human being. I mean, didn't you have to walk away thinking that Hawkins was a little bit of a jerk, didn't you, Dan?
Speaking of horrible human beings, Dan, what do you think?
Horrible human beings? I mean...
Oh, I forgot. He thinks Brian Williams is okay.
Oh, boy. Here we go again. Oh, boy.
You had to think Stephen Hawking was kind of a jerk. You had to think that.
I mean, after what his wife went through and, caring for him and raising his family while basically Hawking was deteriorating even worse and worse, yeah, I think it is, I think he was, kind of jerkish in the way he left her, but...
The fact that he left her at all, that would probably be a good indication that he's a jerk.
Yeah, it was weird.
When you devote your life and make sacrifices to care for someone, and that someone decides to leave you, that's just awful. That's just awful.
But also, my wife made a very good point in the fact that while, yes, Hawking may have been a jerk for leaving his first wife, he also, in a way, was setting her free.
Yeah, he didn't. She clearly didn't see it that way. She knew exactly what she was signing up for. She knew exactly. She didn't go in there not knowing he had ALS. She knew exactly what she was signing up for.
So he was setting her free, but then he wanted to go get somebody else
enslaved.
Enslaved.
Yeah.
So that doesn't fly with me, buddy.
That's not even. Yeah.
I got this to say.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do the toilet flush, but either one
that comes
would work.
Next.
Yeah,
and we'll see what else Dan has to say.
Yeah, no pressure, Dan. Anyway, yeah. Well, anyway, Dan, I tell you, they live these younger guys like Dan Shedd. They're totally relativistic. I mean, I won't say totally
moral
but
relativism.
They're heavily.
And Dan's a Christian.
Relativistic when it comes to their
Dan, you're
morals.
an evangelical Christian, aren't you?
I mean,
he's a Methodist.
I consider myself a Christian.
Yeah, you consider you okay? Never mind. I take that back. Okay, so
he doesn't.
He said, "I consider myself a Christian."
I'm not a evangelical Christian.
Okay,
but
I thought you were. I'm
Are
sorry.
you really a Methodist, or are you just there because that's where the wife wanted to go?
No, I'm Episcopalian.
You're Episcopalian. Oh, okay.
I'm a backdoor Catholic.
Dude, you don't use those two terms in the same sentence.
What did he say?
A backdoor Catholic.
A back.
Please don't ever do that again.
Oh boy!
Okay, so who else can we make mad? So speaking of the Oscars, speaking of the Razzies, I should say, at the Oscars they didn't mention Joan Rivers passing in their memorial service.
I saw that.
She was not mentioned at all.
Yeah, they did the same thing to
talk about a Razzie.
Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett. They did.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Are you sure? Yeah, she was in it. I remember that year. They showed her. They did not show Joan Rivers. They did not make mention of Joan Rivers at all. At all.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a matter of they didn't have time to do it. You know what I mean? Like Shirley Temple, 2 weeks before the Oscars, she passed away, and they showed something. She was the last picture for Shirley Temple.
So on
Joan
March
Rivers
8th,
got
2010, it was reported two top culture icons were missing from the Oscars Sunday night tribute, and one of them was Farrah Fawcett. The other, B. Arthur.
They weren't in there at all?
Not at all.
Wow.
And I think Farrah Fawcett, frankly, is a bigger deal than either the ones Joan Rivers, certainly.
Well, Joan Rivers put the red carpet on the map, buddy.
Yeah, and harassed all kinds of people who ultimately voted for who would be in the obituary.
But I mean, come on. You know she put the red carpet on the map.
Well, certainly she should have been on more so than Joe Schmo marketing executive.
Well, I'm not sure Joe Schmo is actually on there,
I can't remember the names of half of these people that we've never heard of before. That meant nothing to the audience. It was a total highbrow move.
Right.
Total highbrow move by the Oscars to recognize these people that we'll never know, nor really give a rat's ass about. But to ignore people that you saw all the time that are kind of connected, like you pointed out, with the Oscars.
Well, I mean, Joan Rivers, how many movies was she in? A lot.
Yeah, and the fact she wasn't good in any of them is irrelevant.
Well, sure, but she directed movies. I mean, it's bizarre to me that they would leave her out.
Well, what's interesting to me is I didn't think about Joan Rivers, but I did think about Farrah Fawcett in 2010.
Wow.
I thought that just
she got short shrift anyway because she died and then Michael Jackson died and everybody forgot about Farrah Fawcett immediately.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was that 2010?
2010.
Weren't we doing the show together at that point?
Not quite yet.
Seems like we were, but okay.
Colonel St. James and I were lamenting it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you were here.
I was here.
Yeah. Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
Love that one.
Yeah. Dan, I go way back, too.
Speaking of Colonel Sanders, Dan Shedda's chicken. He's not saying what he really thinks.
Yeah, all I hear is
think,
crickets
buddy?
on Dan Shed's end.
Well, I do have to agree with y'all that Joan Rivers should have been included in the memoriam because, like you said, Kevin, a lot of the people that I saw, I'm like, who are they?
Yeah.
What? I mean, yeah.
Bunch of smug, Hollywood, highbrow, arrogant.
I don't see how they don't even, I mean, just put her picture on the red carpet and so people can walk over it. Put her face on the red carpet, and then people can walk over. I mean, at least do
some
that.
Some kind of tribute,
All
right. With that note, we're going to call it a segment. By the way, best content here.
Oh my!
You can find it over there.
Blew the speakers out
at usdailyreview.com. Don't forget, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. Have a great day, spending it right here.